right, but how will all of these cues impact our own markets this morning? We have our research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like, the stocks that you need to be watching out for, and the F&O setup as well. First up, Vamakshi is joining in to get all the market cues you need to watch out for. Vamakshi, good morning. What's the setup looking like today?
Well, good morning, Hormaz. Record run continues for the Indian markets. In fact, the market built on to Friday's gains, tracking sharp gains in PSU stocks. Nifty was up nearly 0.3% and Nifty crossed 24,600 mark for the first time and hit a record high intraday. In fact, it was a record closing for Nifty as well. Top Nifty contributors included SBI, ONGC, NTPC and ITC. Nifty Bank advanced for the third straight session. Nifty Bank was up nearly 0.3%. The broader markets continued to outperform Nifty, with Nifty Mid-Cap registering gains of nearly 0.9% and Nifty Small Cap index was up nearly 0.5%. Tire stocks rallied after MRF announced price hikes. We saw gains in all of these tire counters anywhere between 1 to 6%. IT stocks, however, on the other hand, saw profit booking. In fact, the index closed nearly 2% off highs. In Nifty IT was down nearly 0.3%, and it was the only sectoral index to close in the red. LTI, Mindtree, LTTS were among the top losers on the IT index. As far as the stocks to watch out for today are concerned, keep an eye out on Bajaj Auto. The company will be reporting its first quarter numbers. Watch out for that. But apart from that, RIL, ONGC and Oil India will also be in focus. India has raised windfall tax to 7,000 rupees per metric ton. Telecom stocks will also be on our radar. The Department of Telecommunications first meeting of stakeholders advisory committee for telecom service providers will be held today. Z Entertainment will also be in focus. A board meeting is scheduled to consider fundraising plans. As far as the US markets are concerned, all three US benchmark indices advanced, fueled by optimism around a second Donald Trump term. Dow Jones hit a record high during the session. S&P and Nasdaq also gained. As of now, all of these global cues are indicating a positive start for the Indian markets.
We'll watch out for all of these cues. Vamakshi, thanks a lot for that update. Now over to Abhishek, who would list out the stocks that you need to watch out for this morning. Abhishek, good morning. What's on your list?
Good morning, Omas. To begin with, Den Networks came out with their numbers. The revenue were down 9.5% YOY, while the profit was up 6.8% YOY. Hudson Agro, the revenue was up 10.5% YOY, and the profits were up 62.9% on a YOY basis. Angel One strong show over there. The revenue is up 73.7% on a YOY basis, while the net profit is up 35% on a YOY basis. Margins have contracted sharply over there to 33.9% versus 39.6% in the same quarter last year. SpiceJet has given their Q4 numbers, revenue down 19%. They have reported a profit of 127 crore, which compares to a loss of more than 6 crore in the same quarter last year for them. That is Q4 FY23. EBITDA has improved on a YY basis. Century Textiles, the ARM Birla Estate gets 5-acre land parcel. Revenue potential over there is about 1,400 crores. Lupin divestment, US commercial women's wealth, specialty business, including Solosec to Evo from Biosciences. So Lupins gets up to $84 million by divesting this business for them. Unichem Lab, US FDA issues 5 observations in the Goa facility. Now the inspection was done between July 8 to 15. Paytm administrative warning letter has come from SEBI to them, and sources do say that Vedanta has launched a QIP to raise about close to 6,700 crore at 440 per share, which is at a discount of 4.2% to yesterday's closing price. Back to you.
Plenty of stocks to watch out for as always, Abhishek. Thanks a lot for that. And lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. Couple of expiries today. What's the setup looking like?
Morning, Homa. So well, as Vamakshi said, it's a continued record run for our market, and it's like, what if we didn't have a support of IT yesterday? We had PSU sector which came with the support to Nifty and help it post record close. Take a look at Nifty's intraday lows over last few days. We have been seeing higher lows, and that too with a major gap against previous day. And this strong move is reflected in cash flows as well. In the cash market on Monday, we saw FIs buying shares of nearly rupees 27 700 crore, and in the index futures, FI has done buying of more than rupees 1300 crore. And even in this level, they continue to add long contracts. They have added long contracts of 17,300 and cut short positions in nearly 3,300 contracts. But if there is one concern, if I can highlight, we seem to getting into overbought zone once again as FI long exposure has crossed 80%. It's currently at 80.4% with total net contracts of almost 3.50 lakh. And this brings me to most active options on Monday. On the call side, two options that were most active were 24,600 call and 24,700. And on the put side, most active options were 24,500 and 24,600. Now talking about the resistance and support levels for Nifty, resistance level is now moved higher to levels about 24,700 and support is seen at Monday's intraday low of 24,520. Lastly, talking about the stocks that might be in focus, there are total 8 stocks that are in band, but focus will be on 4 stocks that have come out of the band, and those are Bandhan Bank, Balrampur Chini, Piramal Enterprises and IEX.
Keep an eye out on all of these names. 4 stocks coming out of the FNO ban. Sudarshan, thanks a lot for that update.